but I ain't here to fight fair.
I got everything to lose.
Cheat codes, I'm flattered, but I don't need those.
I ain't playing by the rules. I ain't playing with you. Show you what these hands are doing. I ain't playing with you. Keep playing, I'ma show you what these hands are doing. We ain't even. They submit when you daydreaming. Came needing to eat, I ain't eating in 8 weeks. And my mouth's watering like I stay teeth. And you can't reason with the animal that's loose and my brain's tweaking. You don't really know me. If you think you do get amnesia, got a problem, I'm subtracting you like a mad teacher.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap, as it'll be the Steelers of Buenos Aires taking on the Cleveland Browns. Season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Okay, ready?
And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I have not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up.
Yeah, I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
They put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely frees up your guys elsewhere. Now it's Richardson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Steelers first down as he'll be marked down a yard or two past the marker following a gain of 6. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over.
And touchdown! Anthony Richardson. His 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Steelers are on the board first here this afternoon. Moody good with the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
Ready? 3, 17.
They turn to Harris to begin the drive. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. The tackle made there behind the line by Isaiah Foskey.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Throwing, Winston. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. call it a gain of 6 on the play. 3rd and 7 now. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news.
And that's blocked. The Steelers get it. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. A great play there. Taking it in. And the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect, and this remains a 13-0 game. So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack.
Well, partners, the first quarter, too early to start talking about needing a comeback. They're down 2 touchdowns already, and that sack, that disrupts this drive. They need something to go right on offense, and they need it to happen soon.
Just a crazy throw there, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the Steelers are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. Big impact play, a tackle for loss. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Short throw underneath to Hurst. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
18, right here. Dragon 60.
On 3rd down, here's Richardson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have the Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Richardson off the play fake. He will find his man Chase complete. And all the way in for the touchdown. Jamar Chase, 37 yards. And the Steelers are able to widen their advantage. And oh, it's no good. For the 2nd time now in this first half, he's missed an extra point. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. The tight end, C.J. Uzomah, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down. You look at this Steeler defense. They played extremely well last week in that win over the Packers.
And the big thing for them was the interceptions. And you hear teams all the time talk about establishing themselves against the pass, no-fly zones and things of that nature. This group had a bunch of them in last week's game.
23 yards to pick up there.
These guys certainly need something good to go their way because this first quarter has been something of a disaster for them trying to move the ball. But that completion there maybe can get them focused and moving in the right direction.
Meanwhile, Winston's throw taken in by Bourne. From the 47, it's 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Steelers' 47-yard line.
Winston. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Winston from the gun on 3rd down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this... And that's blocked. The Steelers get it. And they will wind up with the football and the possession. And that pressure there came from his left side. Maybe could have sped up the release, but he couldn't get it off in time.
And truthfully, the speed should be consistent each and every time. It should be quick mechanics. The best punters are the ones who can catch it, one step, and get rid of the football. Those are the ones you want. Anything more than one step in the NFL.
Touchdown! Hayden Hurst, 27 yards. And the Steelers take the block punt and convert it into 6 points. Moody good with the extra point. And a rout is on here in this first half.
26. Browns nothing.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone.
Bayless Jones on the return. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. Trying to find Jordan Addison that time. And it's 2nd down. You look at this Steeler defense. They played extremely well last week in that win over the Packers.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
It was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it? And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Ready? Ready, we go.
First down, and they go back to Harris. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. And some room to run now. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 47 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times. They've done a pretty good job containing him up until this drive, and until that run, there was no containing him at all.
Yeah, you're right about that. He finally popped free. But we didn't have to be in their practice sessions. We didn't have to be in their meeting rooms. They planned for a run like that to happen, maybe a couple of them. But what did they tell their guys all week? You know what they said. Move on to the next play. That one just happened. Let it go. That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. On 3rd down, here's Harris. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth. Now Jake Elliott for the field goal try. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. The kick by Elliott is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Here we go.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they, on paper, Charles, no doubt they have the edge in this one. They are sitting with the AFC elite, and on the other side, they're down toward the bottom of the AFC. But you know what they say, especially at this point in the season, watch out for a trap game.
And in doing so, I would take my game plan and condense it.
There he goes, right side. Touchdown! Jahmyr Gibbs, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are able to add on to their first half lead. Now Moody for the PAT. Now, these have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good.
Browns 3. Jake Moody to kick off.
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. No run back here for Jones, a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready.
The Browns drive about to get started. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Flush to his right. He lets one go deep for Addison. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by Caleb Farley. And the Steelers are going to take over here up near the 40. So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Steelers just continue to roll. Moody good with the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half.
Browns 3. Jake Moody to kick off.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the fourth quarter. But you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm about to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. 65 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. From the 43, here's 2nd and a yard. Now here's another carry for Harris. Down the right sideline. And finally wrestled down at the 11. A big play that time for Cleveland. 46 yards on the ground. And I don't want to harp on it, but this defense among the bottom in the league against the run, and they show it right there.
And it doesn't matter when you get prepared for this defense, whether you're good running the ball or not, that's your plan. Run the ball against them. That's their weakness. And by the way, I think you harped on it.
I did. My bad. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Harris running straight ahead. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
They hand this off to Harris. Yeah, this won't be enough. Stopped a yard short after a gain of 3. 4th down.
So many things go into making a good play on defense. In this situation, just not being blown out of the way was a big start, and then a nice tackle to finish things off.
They're going for it. This is Harris. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. They've now made 2 trips to the red zone and still looking for their first touchdown.
Not able to punch it in, and if you're on defense, your confidence is sky high. Because mentally, you're saying, hey, you're in the red zone. We're thinking we're giving up 3. We just want to give up 6. In this case, they end up not giving up the touchdown at all. They've got to feel great about what they got done.
And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Browns 3.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter.
Jake Moody to kick off.
The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. The fair catch taken short of the goal line, and they'll begin this 3rd quarter at their own 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely. But you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the 2nd half.
Again, it's Harris on 2nd down. And maybe shades in the steel curtain here as the Steeler defense drops him behind the line again. They lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. Taking it about the 16. Excellent work on the run back there, 33 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They'll start by running the option to the right. And now the rookie's free. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Anthony Richardson, 51 yards. And the Steelers extend their lead yet again. Moody good with the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Browns 3.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Ready? Where we go?
They'll start the drive with Harris. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Harris going to get it again on second down. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27.
But really, that was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game, and I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
Here's 3rd and 3.
Where we go?
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 129 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy who can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
On play action, Winston gets this one to Juszczyk. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Now that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Where we go?
They'll toss to Harris. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. 3rd and long for Winston. Now he's free at the 35. And finally taken down at the 20-yard line. A big play that time for Cleveland. 46 yards.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. On the give, this is Harris. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Again, it's Harris on second down. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Harris going to be stopped before he can get moving forward as he'll lose a couple back to the 5-yard line. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
The Steelers' 5-yard line.
Hey, 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Where we go?
They'll try to throw now. Winston. Touchdown, Browns. Kyle Juszczyk, his first touchdown on the year. And the Browns are able to claw one back. And he wasn't blocking or running it there. They tossed it to him.
And you remember the good old days when the 49ers were riding roughshod in the league? They used their fullback in pass plays all the time. Roger Craig, Tom Rathman, those guys were terrific at running these types of plays.
Jake Elliott set to kick off.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Nwangu now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. Takes it to about the 37.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
They'll come up now 3rd and 3. Gibbs will try and pick it up. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. 156 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. That burst good for 20 and a first down. Off the option, here's Gibbs. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. Back-to-back nice gains, that one for 14 yards and another first.
And the Buenos Aires first down.
Read option, this is Gibbs. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple, down to the 15-yard line.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. When we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
On 2nd down, here's Gibbs. And the Steelers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. On 1st and goal, they'll try the option left. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Extra point try now for Moody. And can you believe it? He misses another one, his 3rd so far.
Jake Moody to kick off.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And that'll be complete to the running back, Gibson. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. They'll run with Gibson. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
They run for it with Harris. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. He's been tough for this defense to handle, over 100 yards. You kind of knew that they were going to him on that play, didn't you?
They certainly did. That's one of those situations where you simply say, my best runner over my best blockers, let's go ahead and pick it up. And I don't care if they know it on the other side. Here we come, and they got it done.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
To throw, Winston. That's swung out wide to Harris. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and this will wind up being a 3rd and 3. Well, this was a blowout supported by both sides of the ball today, Charles. It would be easy to look at the offense and say, man, they were clicking, and they were, but don't forget about the effort by this defense as well.
Yeah, they weren't going to let up just because the lead was saved. They wanted to play as big a part in this game as their offense did in making this blowout. They needed to be noticed as well, and they played a